This video is dedicated for my clients, but if it helps you, great. Basically, it's about how to diet during this lockdown. And I just want to say, there's just 2 or 3 basic steps, but step number 1, most crucial step is determine or not whether you really give a about dieting during this time, during this stressful time. Because I would argue that the number 1 priority should be your mental health. And if counting calories, eating less, and not eating when everyone else is eating, not eating your favorite foods, your comfort food, is detrimental to your mental health, then screw it, right? Dieting is really not that important right now. Try your best to eat some vegetables, some fruits, drink enough water, get some vitamins. That should be about it. Don't really care about calories and whatnot. Okay, so that's step 1, right? Get that out of the way, determine whether or not you need to diet. If you do determine that you want to diet because you want to have some form of control with your eating, because mental health and control does go hand in hand in a way, then know that the main gist of losing weight through dieting is eating lesser calories. That is the bottom line of it, eating lesser calories in general. And there's so many ways you can do it, right? There's keto, there's going vegetarian, there's cutting carbs. And I don't want to say one is better than the other because ultimately it's very individual. But one thing I realized worked very well with myself and a lot of clients is basically, let's say this is where a maintenance calorie is. And this maintenance calorie basically means what you eat in a day to maintain your weight. And just drop that by a little bit and just go on with your day. So very subtle, very small shift that has worked very well for me to maintain my weight at 78 to 79 kg for the longest time I can recall. But to play devil's advocate to this technique, it is the fact that there's just so stagnant, so linear. There's really no up and down, and there's really no purpose other than just maintaining, right? And even if you're trying to lose weight, there's really no excitement in a way, if that's the right word you want to use. What I'm suggesting is, knowing that the main goal is cutting calories, what you can do, and this is not recommended to do for long term, but this is what we recommend you do for 3-4 days, right? Is to go really intense with your diet. You can cut carbs, you can go keto, you can eat vegetarian. Just cut your calories so little that this is your maintenance. You go like even half of it. Go do that for 2-3 days, 3-4 days, right? And then deliberately, because again we're in control here, deliberately eat a little bit more for day 5 or day 4, whatever period of a hardcore calorie restriction you put yourself through. And doing that, right, works for a lot of people, because if I were to just tell someone who isn't wired the way that I am to basically, hey, you can have some cookies but only have like 2 pieces, and that way you eat lesser calories for the day. Yeah, it works for everyone. That's very irresponsible for me, because that works for me, that works for some people, that doesn't work for everyone. I like this quote that someone shared is, I either want to have all the cookies or I want to have none of them. This method of hardcore dieting works really well if you want to lose weight, for sure. But it also works really well if it only lasts for a few days. That is why it is very important for that deliberate refeed or junk meal that you do, you purposely apply to get yourself eating some of the foods that you enjoy. Because anyone can diet for 2-3 days hard. I'm not sure if everyone can do it for like 2 weeks to 4 weeks, where it's really just so flatline, right? I hope you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. Calorie restriction is the number 1 priority, but there's a lot of ways to approach it. And people will tell you that you gotta seek balance because it has to be all balance. I say they don't know you that well, but I'm a hypocrite because I don't know you that well. Ultimately, the diet that works best for you is the one that you should figure out on your own. And once you figure that out, I just got distracted by my computer. And once you figure out what kind of reward system do you like to eat a little bit of everything every single day? Works for me, doesn't work for a lot of people. Or would you like to really go really hardcore, really clean for like 4 or 5 days, and then that 5th day or 6th day, you really just close your eyes and enjoy yourself. Don't think about counting calories, don't think about having to eat vegetables every single meal, having to eat protein every single meal. That may work perfect for your neurological reward system. Some form of calorie tracking still has to exist. That's why I'm a huge proponent of it, to really know, to use that data to your advantage. But otherwise, just enjoy yourself, man. Just go freestyle with this whole thing. It really doesn't have to be that much of a mental burden, I suppose. So I hope you learned something from this video. I suppose like, subscribe, comments, and yeah, enjoy your lockdown as hard as that sounds.